Hello and welcome to the Fruitful Hands Knitting Podcast. I'm Kaity.
And I'm Diana.
And we are a mother-daughter knitting duo from Kentucky.
Yep.
Central Kentucky. And this is where
This is where we live together with our friends.
Here we go.
And talk about our craft.
Yeah,
right?
There you go. I like it.
Yeah. We only generally do knitting, but there may be a little surprise here today. And we do other needlecraft as well, but it's been a while.
Yeah.
It's been a
knitting
long time.
has our heart rate.
Yeah. And it has actually for the last couple of years, honestly.
And I was kind of thinking maybe in the summer I would shift. I don't know, to like sewing or something,
Right.
but no,
knitting. You're good.
Still
You know,
knitting.
I did see somewhere, I don't remember where it was or whose, I think it was on Instagram. Somebody said that well, they were actually out sitting by the pool knitting and it was hot. So they had their knitting in a pillowcase to kind of keep it off of, it was cotton to keep that wool or whatever fiber they were using off of them and kind of,
Oh, that's smart.
it was cooler than having it. But,
Have you seen that one? I think it's on Instagram where the girls are knitting in the pool and they have their knitting in a Tupperware. So we
I could see that. We could do that. We'll take pictures.
Yes.
No, we won't.
No,
we wouldn't do that to y'all. Great mind.
That was funny though. Anyway.
Yeah.
What have you been up to?
Well, I've been reading comments. We've tried to answer all the ones that ask a question. Otherwise, we just love them. We see you all. We appreciate you all. We feel the love, especially over the last couple of weeks. I did hit a bump over the weekend, and I saw my doctor yesterday, and she said, remember, we told you it was going to be a 6-week recovery. But, after the first, 9 or 10 days when I was feeling so good, I'm like, okay, well, I can start doing. And that was probably
feeling good doesn't equal healed.
That's
completely.
right. That's right. So I'm still healing.
Yeah.
I feel much better than I did this weekend. So, it's just I'm halfway. So, and it's good. And I feel good enough to knit and podcast. And drive, that's huge. I don't care. I can't carry over 15 pounds for another 3 weeks, and that's hard.
She's got grandbabies in town.
So that's hard, but it's
Time
good.
flies by. So.
It does.
Yeah.
What have you been up to?
I did go on a trip last weekend. To Virginia, which was really nice. We drove down Friday, came back Sunday with the kids, and they did amazing.
Yes.
It was like
a 3-year-old and a 1-year-old.
Yeah. And we did not use TV.
And they did not use TV or videos.
Yeah, we had downloaded something just in case because we were we want to have backup. But they were both just.
And y'all were in the car for how long?
The drive was 8 hours. So then. Stops and stuff.
So driving time, 16 hours round trip, plus stops, and there were a lot of snacks to be had.
Lots of snacks.
So they might not have any screens, but they had food.
Yes, they did.
Yeah.
Yes.
So okay.
And Cheez-Its. And
Which
M&Ms.
is,
Oh yeah.
That's not normal.
They were pretty happy.
Yeah, I'm sure they were.
They love road trips.
It's so funny. It's so funny.
Yeah.
There was something that I was going to talk about, and it left me just. Oh, Katie's getting ready to move into a house.
Yes.
Very exciting.
Very exciting.
So she has brothers and sisters who are going to help her and the family pack up and move. So that'll be fun over the next, hopefully this weekend. We'll see.
We'll see. Yeah. We're not totally sure.
Yeah. Also, the other thing is, not this weekend, next weekend. I dropped the ball on mailing the prizes out. So those prizes will go out. If not tomorrow, then Monday for sure. But hopefully either this afternoon when we finish or tomorrow, but Monday for sure.
Yeah.
So,
that was kind of me dropping them all. But
well,
it's been a week.
It's been a week.
I feel like we say that every time, but I think it's always going to be a week. It's always going to be crazy.
There is the other thing I did want to talk about is premieres. So when we release new podcasts, the first showing is it's not live because we have recorded or filmed, or I don't know what they call it, whatever. We have already shot this episode, but the premiere, there's a chat, and you can hit the live chat, or it'll pop up automatically on mine. And then you can chat, I can chat, she can chat with everybody as they're watching the video. So.
And it's different than a comment.
Yes.
So like we have the live chat going, and then we have comments, which are separate things. And I don't think the live chat will show up after the premiere.
Oh, really?
Right?
I don't know. I've clicked on it and it doesn't, I don't think.
Okay.
But it is fun to get in there and live chat with the people.
Yes.
I mean, because that lets us connect.
Yes.
For sure.
Exactly.
I really enjoy that part of it. So if you want to join us on a on a premiere, and like I said, it's a live chat, so it'll be in the live chat box. And when I'm doing it, I don't check the comments.
I don't either.
Because it's enough for me just to be chatting, live chatting.
Yeah, I don't check the comments either. So if you comment, we won't see it
until afterwards. But we will see it.
Yeah.
The other thing is, you have to have a keyboard. I don't know that you can live chat on your phone.
I think I've done it.
Oh, have you?
I think.
Okay. Another podcaster, because some people say I don't know how to, or it's not showing up, blah blah blah. They can't do the live chat. So I know that if you have a keyboard, then you can do it on the key. You can definitely do it if you're on a laptop or PC or iPad with a keyboard.
Okay. Good
so
to know.
Yeah, I don't know. I haven't ever tried to do it on my phone because my fingers are a little too big
I don't know.
to type.
No, maybe I didn't do it.
I don't know. I don't know what you did. You might have when you came over, but it didn't premiere. Now,
that's right. Yeah.
Now when we do premiere, Kaity will put on Instagram premiere at whatever time it's going to go live, and then that's why you'll know. So if she does it on Instagram, so you can be notified. So just watch for that. The Fruitful Hands on Instagram, and it'll say premiere tonight or tomorrow at whatever time, and notify. Hit that button, and then it'll send you a little reminder, and then it'll notify you like 5 or 10 minutes beforehand. So if you want, and you don't have to show up. If you're notified, at least you don't forget.
Yeah.
So
good.
Yeah. Okay.
Your hair looks good.
So I got my hair. I am almost 60 years old. I have had curly hair my whole life, and I have never really known how to do my curls. And this morning I went to somebody and they did them, but they were very good about telling me how to do it. So I'm like, isn't that crazy?
Good. Yeah.
I mean, usually I straighten my hair, and if I straighten it, I only have to do it like once every 4 or 5 days, honestly, because it'll stay. But with this humidity, oh my word, it just is like. So I'm like, I need help. So she
awesome.
Look at that. Isn't that crazy?
Yeah.
That's what was
hiding.
So I'm embracing the curls.
Beautiful.
So all you curly girls out there, we're here. I'm here for you. I am here for you. If you have any tips.
Yes.
So.
Yep. Curls look good.
Oh, thank you.
Salty Air Tea.
Salty Air Tea by Samantha.
Guerin. That's it.
Okay.
Yep.
By Samantha, and I'm sorry because the last time I talked about this, I said somebody else. It's Samantha's Salty Air Tea. I love this. I have it on with blue linen pants because they're elastic. I like my white jeans with it, but I can't wear them just yet. Yeah. So I love this. It is, to me, if I were outside today, it would probably be a little itchy.
Yeah.
Because it's humid and it's hot.
Right.
In the house, it's not so much. And down when we were in South Carolina, it was not.
Oh, really?
No. Because I think I took a picture. It's on Instagram on the beach.
Right.
Oh, it was so good getting it done. And all the encouragement from y'all. Thank you so much. But that was fun. Yeah. I'm glad I did that.
It looks so good.
Yeah. Because now I can look back and say, oh, remember when we were there and I finished this.
Exactly.
Yeah. I love it. And the linen quill, I followed the pattern. It was an easy knit. There is not a lot of lace at the top. It's a repeat. I felt like, honestly, it was pretty easy. It is, there's plenty of space. It's not real form-fitting. If you wanted to make it smaller, you could. I could see me doing another pattern, or another sweater like this in a bright color. The beautiful thing about this is if you're not used to wearing bright colors and you're more of a neutral kind of person, I totally get that. Because, I go in seasons of bohemian and classic or whatever.
Right.
Don't I?
Yeah.
And then straight hair, long hair, short hair. I've had hair about 1.5 inches all over my head before. I'm just crazy with it. So, but you can do something like this. I think it took a skein and a half.
Yeah.
That's
crazy.
And it was on sale. So, I would say I did this for under $35.
That's awesome.
Isn't that crazy?
Yeah.
And it's it's a fun knit. It's a fast knit, short sleeves. I felt it was easy. I think it is. Somebody asked us in the comments about what patterns that we recommend for beginner knitters. Like what summer patterns? I would recommend this. It does have yarn overs and it does have knit,
Yeah, you have to know how to knit together
Yeah.
probably, and yarn overs.
Yeah, and slip knit.
Yeah.
But the thing about it is, if you will put, when you start on the lace, if you will put stitch markers between each lace, group or section, then it's not hard.
Yeah.
Because if you don't and you get off, then it's extremely frustrating. But if you'll do that, you can only mess up within that, I think it's an 11 stitch or something like that, repeat. And then you go back and say, okay, my stitches aren't coming out.
Right.
Where did I mess up?
Yeah.
And fix it.
Nice.
Yeah.
That's
Seriously.
awesome.
Yeah.
One I would recommend is the Tolstati. I think that's pretty.
Don't do the picot edge the first time if you're a beginner.
Yeah. Just do what exactly as it's written.
Yes.
Because it's like the ribbed edge. Yeah, I think
Yes.
that's a great one to start with.
I'm really looking forward. I really want to do a fingering because I think I would wear that more.
Yeah.
I will wear the other one in the fall and winter and spring for
yes.
sure because it's a great color for all of those.
It's
a little warm.
Yeah.
So I need to. That'll probably be this fall. Knit something in fingering.
Yeah.
Knit that one in fingering again.
That'd be nice.
Yeah.
I like that one.
Yeah. So what are you wearing?
So this, I don't actually know. I think it's a Debbie Bliss pattern and yarn.
I think so.
And I think the yarn is some sort of silk something. But I made this when I was in high school, and it was knit like in pieces. So like you knit from the bottom up, I think. And is that right? Does that look right?
Probably.
Yeah. Bottom up, and then you like cast it on for the sleeves, and then you knit the sleeve.
Oh wait, no, it's seamed here.
Right. Well, I'm saying,
yeah.
like you knit the front piece,
and
then the back, and
yes,
both front pieces.
Yeah,
and then the back, and then you seam it together.
Yes,
so,
and cast on the sleeve under here.
Yes.
You'll cast on this for the sleeve.
Isn't that crazy?
But she was in high school. This is probably one of the first, I don't know, 8 or 9, probably even first 5 things she knit.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it is a Debbie Bliss silk.
Yes.
We got it at our favorite yarn shop that closed down a few years back,
sad.
Magpie, here in Lexington. But it's a beautiful.
It's so I'm pretty sure it's silk. You think it's silk too?
Oh yeah, it's definitely silk. I know it's Debbie Bliss silk.
Yeah.
Because Jane carried a lot of Debbie Bliss.
Yeah. I want to make something else in this because
I don't know if Debbie Bliss makes yarn anymore.
Oh, really? Okay,
I don't know if she makes her own. I know I saw her on the Fruity Knitting, but I only watched part of it and didn't. So I can't really recall.
Okay.
So I know that she probably talks about that on that. So that's a podcast. It's called the Fruity Knitting. So if you like Debbie Bliss, I mean, she was. I loved her when I knit all the stuff Debbie.
Yeah, she was awesome.
Yeah, and used all her yarn. It was just lovely.
Yeah. So I'm definitely like.
I mean, this has cables. This is gorgeous.
It's a little. It's not like pill. Well, I guess that is. Those
a little.
Pills.
I mean,
but I mean, high school was over 10 years.
Yeah, it's probably 15 years old, 13 years old.
So it's really held up quite a bit. So
Quit picking it. Don't pick it.
Stuff. So anyway, it was like I actually found it in a sweater box that I had. I was like, oh my word, Yeah. So I
did
had to pull
that.
it out. Yeah.
Yeah.
Pull it out and wear it.
Yeah, I probably have the book it was from, so I'll have to look and see. I'm hoping to redo my work area, so
Yes.
and then kind of make
Organized.
things easier to access. Right now they're not because we just have a lot of people in the house. Okay. Do you have another finished object?
Well, I mean, I do. Mine's not as exciting as yours. So
Oh, please.
I mean, I'm excited.
Yes, it's
y'all
very
have
exciting.
Ooh. So I finished these on our trip. Yay! And I said I hoped next time you see my face, these would be done, and they are, but not blocked.
Yeah, they are so cute.
So these are...
This yarn is just glorious.
I love it. So this is Sewrella yarn, Shop Around the Corner, and then Vanilla Socks on Magic Loop by Crazy Sock Lady. And I have like quite a bit of yarn left.
You can make your little...
She saw this and was like, I'd like some socks in this. So I probably will make her some.
So we'll put that down below in the show notes. The you know, where she got the yarn, because there were several asking about that. So it will be in the show notes. Anything we talk about
should be in
the show notes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Also, what was I? Oh, I made the smallest size, so 54 stitches. Is that right? Yeah, it goes by.
Or maybe 58.
Yeah, 50. Yeah,
56 or 58.
20, it's 56. It's 56.
Because I usually do the 64.
Okay. And then on size 1 needles. And here they are.
They're beautiful.
Thank
and
you.
she did not do those both at the same time.
No, I didn't.
Yeah.
No.
Because she's really good about
starting
the next one immediately and finishing it immediately.
Once I cast off, then I immediately cast on the next sock, so I can't slip any other kind of sock in there.
So she can't cast on something else.
Yes. So anyway, I really like these. I can't wait to block them and wear them.
Yeah.
I really wanted these for this fall, so
I'm so glad
excited.
you finished them. Okay, I have one. I haven't sewn in the ends.
So is it really finished?
Yeah, it is really finished. Well, I can't decide because I made a boo-boo. So if you'll notice, if you've ever knit the Ranunculus, there should be 3 little holes right there. I've got one. And one place I don't even have one. I don't even know what that was. But I started this the day after my surgery. And most places there's 2.
Yeah.
I don't know what it was on.
That's a neat little design.
It is. I'm fine with that. You know, if y'all see me out in the wild wearing this Ranunculus, this is Camel and Silk. And it's by a little, farm co-op that was at the Fiber Festival in Kentucky last year.
Okay.
They were not there this year. So I don't know if they're still, but I'll put the people who dyed
Silk
it.
and Camel,
It's better, isn't it?
Some of that, yeah.
I love it. I think I'm just going to leave it. So if you see me out in the wild, just give me a hug. Just say, I see that you made a little boo-boo there, or 2, or 10. But it's okay, because you finished it, and that was a journey, and you had a bump in the road, and you're good.
Yeah, it looks really
so
good.
I do love it. So my plan is to wear a little, I've already blocked it. So what I'll do is sew in the ends. I'm going to wear a little cream color tank under it that's a little big under the arms, and so I don't wear it. But I think if I wear this over it, then that'll be fine.
Yeah, nice.
So I'll take care of 2 things.
Smart.
Yeah. So that's the plan for that.
That's exciting.
Yeah. So what are you doing?
Another one that I'm knitting. This is a bag Mom got me from Black Mountain recently. I don't know why I haven't taken it to dog.
She's Mini Purl, for those of you older than Dirt. Mini Purl.
We don't have anybody older than Dirt watching.
I'm older than Dirt. For those of you who don't know Mini Purl,
there we go.
She used to be on the Grand Ole Opry. She was a comedian, and she would go out there and kind of between the acts, and she would have a hat on. And she had this price tag that she never took off this hat, and it would just hang down there. And
that was like her signature.
That was her signature. Yeah. She always left the price tag on her hat.
That is so funny.
Yeah, she was sweet.
So these are for my husband.
They are so pretty.
Isn't that beautiful?
Oh, yeah.
That is stunning. So this is by Explorer Knits and Fibers.
Okay.
Explorer. Oh, wow. Hold on. No, I don't have. It's really stuck in there.
Yeah, it is.
So this is one of the national parks. it's Yosemite.
Get it?
I mean, everybody knit. Explore Knits and Fibers. Yeah, that's
yeah.
it. I just kind of freaked out for a minute. So she had a pre-order in the spring, and this is Yosemite National Park, and then the other is Tawny.
And is this the base Denali sock?
Yes.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah. So just get a good look at that.
Yeah.
It's so pretty.
It's gorgeous.
And it's morning coffee socks by. I love that.
And what pattern
Crazy
is?
Sock.
Okay.
Sorry.
Yeah.
Morning coffee socks.
Is the pattern. It'll be down below.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sorry.
For those of you not taking notes, it'll be down below.
Yes. And size 1 needle, the medium size sock.
Okay.
And I feel like this is not as long as my other. I don't know what length of cord I'm using here.
Probably.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, it is.
Are they?
Oh yeah.
Oh.
It may be. Oh yeah, you weren't holding them at the same
I don't
length.
know.
They were.
You
Yeah.
can talk if you want to.
That's okay. They're the same length. They're probably.
Yeah. I don't know why, but
They're
these,
probably 32s. They
these,
look like
yeah, I think
32s.
you're right. But this, like, when I got this set of needles, I was like, oh, this is so much smaller than the other.
Oh really?
But
I
they're the
don't
same
know.
size. Okay.
Okay.
So
Ready
that's
for
it.
me?
That's it.
Okay.
Yep.
I love them. I love that color. I'm so glad
I
that you
know.
got up to the blues and browns so we could
know,
see it.
I
That's
know.
just really cute.
I was dying for that part. So
I know.
thank you.
Okay. This is a new bag, and it's a Kentucky
Love
bag. I got this. Our local people here in the area and up into, I think, northern Kentucky, had a yarn crawl. I wasn't able to participate in all the stuff, but I only went to our local shop. So this is at Ray Bell's yarn shop,
That's
and
so
it has
cute.
got all the Kentucky stuff on it. And it is handmade in Kentucky by Birdsmith.
I love that.
So isn't it the cutest? And the inside is just like patchwork. Yeah, it's patchwork. She patchworked it.
Oh, neat.
Yeah. And then it does have a zippered pocket in there.
Wow.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
So it's really cute. And I
Yeah.
have a ball of sock yarn and all my little notions to do these. I'm still working on my Funfetti socks.
So cute.
Yeah, so I'm almost halfway done with the foot on this one, and the other one I'm just down to the gusset. So I haven't worked a whole lot on it, but yeah, I did love the bag.
Yeah, that's really cute.
So
Yay.
Yay.
Those are so fun.
aren't those
Yeah,
fun?
that's a lot of fun.
It is, and I usually only take them out like when I'm not at home to knit on them because I knit on my bigger stuff here, and because I haven't been out a lot, I kind of stay close to home and didn't do a lot this week.
Yeah,
Trying to get back to even.
that makes sense.
Yeah. So I just didn't get to do a lot.
Well,
This is the cutest.
I hope this is long enough. So this is an anchor sweater for my daughter.
It's so cute.
I feel like it's gonna stretch some.
Because it's superwash, it will.
Exactly. So that's why, I mean, I did it as long as to her pants, but I think it'll still grow even longer. Plus, I'm a little afraid I don't have enough yarn.
Oh,
So I'm actually using.
okay. Is that the
Worsted?
last ball? Okay, yeah. I would weigh it.
I did.
Oh, yeah.
So I have 93 grams. So for each sleeve, I'm going to try for 45
Okay.
grams.
Yeah, you should have enough.
Right?
Oh, yeah. It'll be close,
It'll
but I would
totally
be,
close.
I would probably, yeah.
Yeah. I'll like do,
Yeah.
you know, just.
I'll do a little.
I'll do a little. Yeah. So this is the Anchors Kids Sweater by PetiteKnit in Provence. So this is a worst. So the pattern calls for DK on
Okay.
a size 6.
Uh-huh.
I am doing a worsted weight yarn by Olivia and Oliver Fibers called Provence. And I'm doing it on a size 7 needle.
Okay.
So I was in between sizes for her, and but they were done the same way until you got to here.
Right.
So I ended up doing the smaller size, which I think is
Yes.
going to be fine.
Yeah.
And then we'll just go from there with
Yeah.
sleeves.
Yeah. That's really
45
pretty.
grams each. Do you think that's enough? This is all I have left.
How much did you say you had left? 93?
93 grams.
Yeah, 45 each. Yeah. It's
Stay
enough. It's
tuned.
enough. It's enough.
Well, I mean, 3/4 length sleeves.
yeah,
I
you
can
could
do that.
always. Yeah, for sure. Yeah, it's really cute. That's just beautiful.
Yeah, I love this color.
That is
so
a beautiful
pretty.
color.
Yeah,
It'll be cute
it's
on
really
her.
sweet. Yeah. Yes.
Okay. Are you ready for me?
Yes.
Okay, are you sure? Did you want to say anything else?
No.
Okay, this is a bag by Button Jar Studio. I think I've shown it before. It also has an inside that kind of comes up and you can pull it.
Oh, neat.
Yeah. If you have something you're afraid to fall out. I do like that bag. I like a bag that'll stand up. You know,
Yes.
Occasionally, I don't mind a bag that doesn't, but for
It
the
has to
most
be.
part, I like them to stand up and let me put my ball of yarn down in there and kind of.
Right.
Okay, so this is the Elwood pattern. I don't know if this has a really good picture. It is by, this one I'll show you, by Jenny Wybe. I'll let you know that. So this this is little baby's laying down, but they give you an idea. It's got a shawl collar, and it's just a little, it's just a little,
So cute.
little cardigan.
No buttons or anything. Right?
Yeah, it does have buttons.
Oh,
It has buttons. And I showed this is the back of it. And this is it's just got, that's the back of it. So I'm doing this. I've knit this before for one of my grandsons, and it's really cute. The gauge is 18 stitches to 4 inches, and this pattern goes from 6 months up until adult extra large.
Oh.
They also have waist shaping for women's.
Oh my word. Okay.
So I've only made like probably up to 6 years. So I haven't made, but it's an easy pattern.
That's neat.
And it's, it's just really easy. I showed you the yarn last week will you wipe these off on there?
Yes, I
Thank
will.
you. For the body of it, but I wanted to find something for the ribbing and the cuffs and the shawl collar in a different color than the main color. So I did that, but I'm doing it in a superwash because that will be easier for my daughter to take care of. She's not a knitter. She does do some crochet, but she's got she's got 3 little ones, and so she needs something easy. So that's what we're doing. So this is my Elwood.
Goodness. Oh, that color.
Look at this. Look at it's kind of shady out there now.
That's
But
so
pretty. It is Malabrigo Rios. So look at that. Look at the
really
depth
pretty.
of that color. I don't even know what color.
I've wanted to knit with that yarn. Rios.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I've
Rios?
heard it's a good.
I really like it. This is called Glitter. Isn't that gorgeous? And let me get my other ball out, the main color. So these are them together.
Love that.
And this just has those little bits of brown in it. But this just picks up so sweetly. So I'm on the,
That looks so
isn't that good?
Yeah.
So I'm knitting the size 4, I think. Yeah. I'm knitting the 4 and 4-year-old, and I'm using my main needle's a 7, and my edging is a 6.
Okay.
My ribbing, US sizes.
Okay.
So I may finish this. This one I worked on quite a bit because it was easy.
Yeah.
And I could just kind of pick it up and put it down when I needed to. So yeah, I did. So that is what it is. So that will be one Christmas knit
Oh my goodness.
done.
Yay.
I would love to finish it mid-August, but we'll see. But yeah,
I bet you could do it. I bet you could. Because kid sleeves, they will go by so fast. I know. I'm
don't you
excited
love
about
to do that? I mean, that's the thing. And that's an easy pattern. That's a good beginner pattern, I think.
I may need to make that.
Yeah. There is short row shaping in the shawl collar.
Okay.
But if you, anymore, I don't care what kind of short rows they want you to do. I do German short rows.
Oh, you do. Is that where you pull the stitch over and get 2 legs? Yeah. I like that one.
Because it's so easy.
Yes.
The problem with me is if I put it down and go do something else, if I don't write myself a note or do it in a short period of time. I come back, and then when I get to that, it's like, what did I do there? That was
I can't get up in the middle of
Yeah.
short. If I
Yeah.
start short rows,
Yeah.
I finish short.
Yeah.
I guess, but if it's a shawl collar,
But it's not that big.
that's true.
Yeah. So
Interesting.
So that's the only thing that might be tricky, I'm thinking. But there are so many YouTube channels
Yes.
Videos out there
Right.
that you can look at. German short rows are the way to go. I feel like there's probably a time when you shouldn't do those. If you know it, please let us know, because we don't want to lead anybody astray. But
So far,
yeah,
that's what we.
because other ones I've where you have to pass over, pass back, and then get both and do that. I always have a hole.
Yeah, I do too.
With German short rows, I never
I
have a hole.
can tell with my German short rows still some
Where
but
they
it's
are.
not.
Yeah,
as
but you don't
bad
have a
as-
hole.
No.
Yeah.
No. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like I did German short rows on this,
Yay.
and
That looks so warm and
I
cozy.
know I just need to put it on.
I know.
I mean, I think you can tell where they are up there.
I don't think anybody's going to be that close. What do
That's
you
true.
think?
Yeah.
It's
I
gonna
mean,
be that close.
right? You can tell a little bit. See
maybe.
that?
Yeah. But not unless you're
But
really
it's not like
And that probably is more due to the fabric.
tension. Okay.
Well, no, more due to the colors in your fabric
Oh, I see.
than the stitch.
I've realized, like, I'm like kind of like overly obsessive about making sure I don't have holes, so much so that I make it too tight. Like,
Yes.
I've been doing helical knitting, and I've been getting some like,
Yes. Weird.
because I pull it too tight.
Yeah.
So I've been trying to do better about that, but it's what's done.
So you've been doing some helical on this?
I have.
Oh, good for you.
On the body. The sleeves I just did with two separate. That's the thing is, like, I feel like it looks great, so why am I helical knitting? I don't know.
I don't know.
Because, like, the sleeves I didn't.
Yeah, I wouldn't
And
do
I feel like that looks good.
Why
So
would you do that?
I'll probably stop.
Why? It's kind of like my on the bottom heel of my sock. It's like, I'm not going to have enough yarn. I'm going to put this there that looks ridiculous.
It's
And
like,
then
there's no pooling. Like,
There's
clearly it's working out.
yeah,
so.
because everybody else says you got to do it.
Yeah.
And someday it will probably come back to
It
bite
has
you.
bitten me.
Yeah.
I made a weekender. I'll have to show it sometime. And it's like the grays.
Okay.
It's like light gray, dark gray.
Yeah.
It was really bad.
Yeah.
But I
wonder
think,
if you could dye that.
Oh, maybe.
Yeah.
That's a good idea.
Yeah.
So I have these two that I'm working on right now. Oh, did I say this? This is the Monday sweater by PetiteKnit.
What size needles do you know?
Size 7.
7 needles. Oh, we love 7 needles.
And this is
That's gorgeous.
Olivia and Oliver fibers.
Of course it's Olivia and Oliver fibers.
I know. Some modifications. I did twisted rib on the cuffs and collar.
Yes,
collar.
that's called a collar.
And so now I just, I don't know, I feel like I'm like,
I know.
today is not a words day.
I know.
So anyway,
It's a beautiful sweater.
So these are like, I have so many things that I want for the fall, but I'm
Right.
trying not to cast anything on
Yeah.
until I get done these 3 things. 'Cause
Yes.
2 of them need to be done in September.
Look at her little needle stoppers. Aren't those
Look at
cute?
them. I think you
She's
got
so
those.
good. Did I?
Yeah.
I need those.
you need
No,
them back.
No, those
But
are
anyway,
good.
Yeah, I cannot wait to have this finished.
Okay,
Right,
I'm going to
just
talk
kinda
about this
cleaning up
just a
little
minute.
bit.
The Ranunculus is a size 3. Somebody asked that too. And this yarn is just very elastic. I love it. The only thing with that pattern, Midori, no, is that her name?
I don't know, but that sounds close.
Okay. Knit Cafe, I think, is her part of her tag. She says to do, 60, I don't know if it's 60, so many stitches, and then do all this other stuff with your cast on. All I do is, I think I did a twisted German short row for this. That's it. So it is a little, and because my cast on was a little snug, Selma is her name. I was trying to find her name. From Little Big Knits. She has a podcast, and she has done quite a few of these. And she talks about when she casts on, she'll hold both of her knitting needles together to cast on with, and then just the first row do as normal. You would just start, pull one of the needles out. So this is what that would look like, and I have done that for the last few things that I've casted on. It's amazing. I mean, you would think that it would leave a big old hole, but it does not. Because sometimes when I cast on, I'm a little snug, and then you're fighting with it that first row to get it. So don't do that.
Big time.
So when you cast on, you want to put your needles like this and cast on however many stitches you need. And I mean, it could get like this. So then when you get the total number of stitches on there, what you're going to do is you're going to grab one of the needles, and then you're going to pull the other one back through the stitches. And then you have them on there, and they're nice and loose. And then you're going to look at them and say, oh, they're too big. They're not. Once you start knitting into those, it's a beautiful little. So Selma from Little Big Knits.
Thank you so much.
She's the one that has mentioned that, and I don't even remember what project she did that for. But the next time I do one of these, I need to write it on my pattern. And I've written it like that test knit I'm doing. I did it for that.
Okay.
Because I have to, the stitches that I've cast on, I have to go back into and pick up stitches and come out the other way. So I did it on that. But that will help this neck too. Because it just sounded so complicated what she was doing. And I'm like, I'm not doing that. Yeah. And this is the twisted at the bottom. Really, I love it. Yeah. I do. It's just
I need to make one.
Somebody said that we do. A lot of people are like, I've never done it. Blah, blah. I'm one of those that haven't done it yet. And I said, well, maybe we need to do, this was in the live chat, well, maybe we need to do a knit along. And they're like, yeah. So, I mean, that might be something if you're interested. And what I thought we could do, because I know a lot of people have done a lot of the Ranunculuses. The Love Note is another one of those that's very popular by Tin Can Knits. And I have not done that one yet. So maybe we could do a Ranunculus / Love Note, or Love Note / Ranunculus, and you could do either one you wanted to.
Oh, I like that.
Wouldn't that be neat?
Yeah.
And then, and also I haven't done a Ranunculus in a heavier.
Yes.
And I've seen a lot of those. Amber from A Lovely Yarn, she just did one in a beautiful blue with that yarn that you used for your tank. What was that?
Oh. Drop Spell.
Oh,
wow.
And it's gorgeous. And she did one. And it is very, beautiful. You can't see through it at all.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe I
So all the ones I've done, that blue one, I mean, I've worn it with just undergarments. But, and you can't see through the, the bottom of it.
Right.
So, So let us know if you're interested in that.
Yeah. Probably in the
maybe like September, October.
Yeah, a little.
Because things are a little, I know a lot of people are ramping up for school and stuff. So,
how's your knitting summer? Like, are you feeling like you're getting into wanting to knit fall?
Yes.
Yeah, I'm definitely
definitely.
Clearly, I don't have any summer knits right now. So
yeah, I mean this. I don't know if I'm knitting anything summer.
Yeah, now that I think about it, I don't have anything summer.
I don't think I am doing the tessellated vest. And this one is hard for me to keep. And I don't know if it's just because this season, I think that's probably a lot of it. Because it's on small needles and it's small yarn and it's a bit, I'm doing, so it just seems laborious. But it'll be glorious when I finish it.
Yes.
So I'm going to persevere. I'm hoping to finish it in the next month or so. But it'll be a fall winter knit anyway. Yeah. So, I mean, I don't have to finish it.
Like over a denim shirt?
Yes.
Would you do that?
Yeah, for sure.
I can't wait for fall.
Yeah, I know.
I'm excited.
So I've got I haven't done much on it since I'm going to go share.
Yeah.
The one thing that I have been working really hard on, I told y'all last week, is a test knit. Because, I feel so committed, which I am.
Yeah.
And I want to do it right.
So
I showed you all the yarns last week. These are the yarns that I had grabbed out of my stash because I'm going to be a good girl and use my stash. And some of these have been in there for quite, a while. So these were Magpie. And yeah, you can hold them. Thank you so much. That was, what is that?
Nest Worsted Twilight Soriee and Strange Brew.
And this is the Croft Shetland Colors Tresta, and this is Wonderland, which I love this yarn so much. And it is called Goat's Beard, which is a great color, right? But it is a very, look at this. It is a very big bouncy plaid yarn. These are more catchy. This is, I'm sure, is probably a superwash. Yep, superwash, 100% superwash merino. These are not. Those are non-superwash. So I really wanted to use the gray. So I did this little swatch, and I did this little swatch. And as you can tell by the holes, this is the size needle. Sometimes I tie knots in this, and then sometimes I get fancy. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So this was size 6. This was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. This was size 7. And then this one I went down to like a 5 to try to get. And I mean, I just did not like the fabric. So these, I had Kaity, I measured, and then Kaity came out, and then I did, of course, this one, and I did this one, and I have 2 different size swatches on that one. Do you see it?
Yeah.
The smaller and then the bigger at the top.
I swatched more for this than I have my entire life.
Well, I was trying to be a good student.
You did awesome.
And then this
I'm
one.
so impressed with you.
So I measured, and I was just kind of like, and some, I mean, there was some swatches that I did, and I was just, the same thing happened, and I was just like, okay, I just ripped it out and didn't even keep it, because it's like, okay, this is a lot of yarn I'm using.
Yeah.
Just swatching.
Yes. And the gray is what you really wanted to use.
Yeah, I did.
Yeah.
So Kaity came out, I'm like, could you measure these? Because, gauges, because what I'm counting cannot be right. So Kaity did. And what did you come up with, Kaity?
So for size 7 needle, I got 18 stitches. For size 6 needle, I got 18 stitches.
Yeah.
And for size 5 needle, I got 18 stitches.
Yeah.
The same. All the same. This is so funny. I was like, my brain is not working right.
I know. No, it was. It was. I don't think we even measured this one.
Oh.
You measured, I'd already knit part of the pattern.
Yes.
That's what you measured.
Yeah, that's what I measured.
And that was, I mean,
18 stitches.
I think that was an 8 or something.
Yeah.
It was the next size down.
5.
Well, yeah, it was a size 5. So yeah, it was a 5.
Yeah.
And it was 18 stitches. So all those were 18 stitches. How do you do that? I think that yarn just wants to be an 18 stitch. So I like the fabric. So I'm just going to find a pattern
that needs 18
that needs it, because that did not want to be 19 stitch gauge. So anyway, I ended up, I'll show you what I ended up using. Because this test knit, you know, that when you apply for to be the test knitter, they if you're successful, then they send you an email and send you the pattern and stuff like that. And she said you can talk about it, and you can show, just don't show any pictures of the finished object until it comes out. Now she has shown,
it's on her Instagram.
On our Instagram. So it's called the Manhattan Vest. So this is, look at this.
So pretty.
Isn't that gorgeous?
Yeah.
I mean, this nest worsted, I knit a green sweater out of that, and it's just the depth of the color. I mean, it is so beautiful. So this is the back.
Okay.
And it's 19 stitch gauge.
Yay.
So I am just so excited. All the other swatches that I did, all of these measured 18. So I think this one just was crying out. So just wanted to be that Manhattan vest. So it's going to be. So I think the deadline for that is maybe the 1st of September. So I would like to get it pretty much done by the end of August.
Yeah. I
do.
Yeah.
It's not, it doesn't have sleeves. So yeah.
That would be so fun.
Yeah, I'm excited.
Yeah. I want to do a test knit. I really want to do that one, but I was like, just couldn't commit to it this season.
Yes.
But I was like, sometime.
Yes.
Someday.
I can see you doing one.
Yeah.
I can see you designing patterns at some point.
Goodness.
Maybe when the kids are older.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That would be fun.
Okay, what else you got, sister?
That is all I have. I'm trying to be better about finishing things that I started. So I actually have another sweater. a few sweaters that I need to like fit. I'm sure I'll cast on before I cast those off, but I need to work on those.
Yes.
But like the little yellow sweater, LYS by Andrew Mowry.
Yes.
I want that for this fall.
Yes.
So but that's like fingering weight.
Yeah.
So I probably won't get it this fall. But anyway, I want to cast it on and get started on it. So.
Well, and I need to do my album bloom. I haven't picked it up since I did the little bitty collar. So I'll probably what I'll probably do is take that out and start it again. Because that's what But the one that has really been calling to me, I'll probably finish what I've got. I'll finish for sure the test knit. I'll finish the little Christmas sweater.
Yes.
And then I'll finish the tessellated vest. So I won't cast on anything else. I won't do the album bloom until I finish the tessellated vest.
Oh.
But the Mauritian by Caitlin Hunter, remember that from the very first episodes? It's got the lace work down the front. It's in Life in the Long Grass, that pink. That's been calling me.
Oh, nice.
So, and it's a thicker yarn. So probably after I finish, probably this Manhattan vest, I may pick it back up so I can have it finished by this fall.
Nice.
And then probably after I finish that one Christmas thing, I'll do the little brothers, whatever I'm doing for him.
Yes.
And then I'll do the sister. And then I've got 3 other grandsons I'm going to do that for. Hopefully.
Yes.
I do want to talk about this. Oh, yeah. Okay. This is an Afghan that my grandmother, Priest, knit. And you can tell it's been loved. This thing is over 50 years old. And this is probably where I get my color from. So it's this wide. So it's 3 huge granny squares. And love her, look, she just kind of sewed them together, like whip stitched it together. But it's 3 by, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's a 3 by 5 big granny square. And I've had it forever. It is, look, it is held up. Look, it is, I'm sure it's acrylic. She used to buy her yarn. We lived in a little town in eastern Kentucky. She taught school, I know I've told y'all this, for 38 years. She, we grew a huge garden. She put up food for us to eat in the wintertime and stuff, her and Grandpa. And, she worked really hard. But when she relaxed, she knit. I have other Afghans of hers too. So I'll bring those out when I come across them. This one I keep on my bed all the time. So anyway, this little hardware store, it was called Wellman's. It was the only hardware store in town. Population, 2,000, hills of eastern Kentucky. And they carried Red Heart acrylic yarn. And that's what she bought. She would go down there and buy a couple of skein balls or whatever. I think they were those little, actually they were about that big, and you would pull from the middle. So she would get those, and so that's the thing you have to remember too. Not only are you knitting these garments for today, but you're knitting them for the next generation,
and not just the finished product, like you remember her knitting or crocheting.
I can see her crocheting.
And look at you're knitting and crocheting, and now my kids see you, and all of my siblings, their kids. So it's like,
I'm sure I'll have some granddaughters that knit and crochet. And I have Kaity who knits as a daughter. I have, and Lauren, she's knitting some. But I need to turn her on to little granny squares, because it's an easier. She's just doing. And like you can. I feel like these you can get like. You feel more accomplishment because you're like, I got a square. Yes. And this is crochet.
Yeah.
Granny never knit. She always crocheted.
Okay.
So this is what that to show you this. Okay. There is a podcast out there. It's called Knitty Kats. And she's only done like 3 episodes. The last one came out like yesterday or today. I think she's in Colorado. And right now she's out camping in Estes Park somewhere by herself. It's so fun. It's like, I want to be your friend too. We'll bring Amber along too. But we want to be friends. But on episode 2 of hers, she had all these Afghans lined up that she had done.
Okay.
And one of them was like, oh, I love it. So, did you see this? this. So she was talking about Wool Warehouse.
Okay.
So I'm really,
Look
you
at
know,
you.
I know. I was so worried. I'm a little weird about, so, you know, ordering from overseas because you just never know. You know, it's like, okay, how is this going to, the yarns, you know, whatever, and shipping's double that. But no, this, let's see, where is this? Is this, it's in Europe somewhere, United Kingdom.
Okay.
So this isn't, it came in like less than 10 days,
Whoa.
maybe 7 days, honestly. I don't think they insure it, which, I mean, you know.
Yeah.
But it's called Stylecraft Special Double Knit Yarn. So that's what
Did you pick out all the colors? Or
well, I ordered. Okay. So, okay, another thing. Attic 24. Have you ever heard of them?
Mm-mm.
Okay, when I first started knitting, there was only blogs. There wasn't YouTube channel.
Yeah.
So Leslie Friend, I watch. I would, when she would post a blog, I don't know, I think I got notified. It must have been through email at that time that she put up a new blog. I mean, I would immediately go read and see what she was doing. Same thing with Attic 24. And she doesn't have a YouTube channel as far as I know, but she still blogs.
Okay.
But she is so colorful. She's just has all these lovely, lovely, lovely. So this is this palette. And this is what it's called, Sunny Log Cabin.
Oh, cute.
Isn't that cute? And so she curated all these colors, and you can get it in this lovely little bag.
Oh, attic.
Attic. What did I say?
No, I think you were saying attic. I thought you were saying addict.
Addict. No, it's addict.
Attic. Sorry,
Attic.
that's my ears.
No, that's not accent. ATTIC. Addict. It's up in the attic.
Like, come on, Katie.
No. So all these beautiful colors. Now, so this is, you know, it's got, let me see what the makeup is. I didn't even.
I think it's acrylic.
Is it? Oh, I'm sure it is. I mean, I'm sure it has some. Oh, is it? Yeah, 100% premium acrylic. I don't know what Red Heart is. Oh, man, I've got it. Yeah, here it is. I see it. A hair on my glasses. Sorry. Got hair everywhere. But it is the softest.
Yeah, it is really soft.
I know.
Yeah.
It does not feel like acrylic.
No.
So like I said, part of me, I just really hate, and you know, I'll put off ordering from, you know, off the continent, whatever. And so I thought, I'm just going to do it. I'm going to, and I'll, you know, so all of this plus shipping was less than $55.
What?
Less than $55.
And how many? That's 24 skeins, right?
That is, look on there and see. Now, I'm not going to do that.
15.
Yeah. So when you order,
Wow.
and I don't remember, I'm so sorry. I don't know what Knitty Kats name is off the top of my head because I've only seen her 2.5 times, so my brain. But I'll put it below her podcast. But this is what I'm going to do. So it's Rows of Granny Stitch. And that's what she had done. So those are the colors. And this is on Attic 24s.
Man, maybe I need to
I know.
do that.
So this, look and see. I think this will only make like, does it say what the dimensions of the blanket?
120 centimeters by 180 centimeters.
So if you want to, it's 120 centimeters by 180, did you say? So what would that be?
No, we're not doing that.
We're not doing that. Okay, we ain't doing that today.
We're not doing that.
But look it up.
Spontaneous
So
stuff.
I think it's like a twin.
Okay.
I mean, it's like a normal size.
Yeah.
So if you wanted it bigger, you'd need to order 2 of those.
Okay. That makes sense.
Yeah. So,
Yeah,
but
because
I mean,
that picture it looks big, but it doesn't look like
yeah,
a...
it's not. But see, that's not like a, I don't know if Knitty Kats did. But see, look at this.
Man.
And this, I mean, she gives you the pattern free on her blog. So, but you know, I have to print it out but that's what it looks like. But you can also order the pattern when you order the yarn. I could not figure out how to do that. So I'm like, okay, I'll just get it off of her.
Yeah.
I've got I mean, I hate to use all that paper, but but
Well, and I've seen people do knit blankets where they're not like granny squares, but it's like knit squares or whatever, like some sort of design of knit squares. So I'm like, maybe I need to do that.
And I have knit. Have I knit like baby Afghans? I've knit. I haven't knit bigger ones.
No,
I've crocheted bigger ones, and I've used 100% natural fibers.
Oh,
that's not a good way to go, and because. Well, mine, it was very colorful and the white turned very beige. And it's hard to wash because you have to soak it in the tub and then you have to squeeze that out.
Yeah.
It's not like you can put it in the laundry bag and spin it out in the... So, I mean, I think if you want something to last 50 years with people who aren't familiar, who actually use it and aren't familiar with washing with natural fibers so that it might accidentally get felted, then I would go with acrylics. And like I said, this yarn here, I mean, it's soft. It is soft. And even that Granny used, I mean, and I don't know if that's just because of over time. Yeah. Because I think I've tried Red Heart before, and you can definitely tell the hand of it is a little... different. Not quite as soft as So that's
so fun.
Isn't that fun? Yes. So that's going to be my winter time.
Yeah.
I'll to keep my spirits up.
Yes. There you go.
During the
sunny palette. What's it called? Sunny Log Cabin.
Yeah, Sunny Log Cabin.
Yeah, it was under $55.
It was under $55. Yeah. I mean, it was the total. I mean, you'd have to look it up. I did at the time. I mean, it's on my card, but it's like 42.49 euros.
Oh, and then I don't know.
I don't know what that is, but it was like under. I mean, close to 50, honestly. But I mean, you know,
wow.
Isn't that crazy?
I saw that huge bag and I was like, oh boy.
I know. No, I mean, you've gone crazy. You were medicated when you bought that. you were not supposed to be making major purchases.
Okay. No, you did good.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. So that was fun. Wool Warehouse. And I hear people talking about, I mean, that's not the only.
Okay.
But that one, I was like, okay, for this, because for 20 years.
Yeah.
I had forgotten about her. I mean, over the years, occasionally, but once you two came out and, you know, it's hard to go back to reading blogs. Right. Because I can't knit and read.
Exactly.
I still haven't conquered that.
Yeah.
So, are you sleepy?
Sorry.
Are we keeping you up, Kaity? I think we're keeping her up. She has not had coffee.
No, I haven't. Last time I had my coffee. Yeah. And I was just...
Chatty
Cathy. Felt like I was like in your face a little bit.
No, I think people enjoyed that.
Well, this time I didn't. And I've yawned a few times.
It's time for nap time.
It's time for coffee.
It's time for coffee.
Yeah, I could do coffee right now.
Yeah, you can have some coffee. Yes.
My reward.
Yes, your reward. Yes, your reward.
It's knitting.
Yeah. So anything you're getting ready to cast on? Like no?
The little yellow sweater. I will show that pattern I got. So Andrea Mowry was having a sale. Okay, yes, I can find it. And no. It's
called the Jubilee hat.
Thank you. Yes.
And we have knit that before.
Yep.
I don't think I have it. I had the book it originally came out in. And we misplace that book all the time. I'm sorry. I've got hair where I just got my hair done. I've got hair everywhere. We misplace that book all the time. Yes. So when Andrea had her sale, because she always has a sale on her birthday, right there. That is the sweetest baby hat on the planet.
So sweet. So I'm going to make one of those. Yes. And you can make it with the little, or you cannot. Like, see, the adult doesn't have it. I've only made baby ones.
Yes. And we always put the little elfie looking thing on the top.
Yes. So I'm going to make one of those for my son.
Yes. So. It's so cute. And it's a good one to have on hand, I feel like, for baby gifts.
Yeah, because I feel like it's unique enough to where people will be like,
I can tell that's handmade.
Exactly. Yeah. Like handmade, but it's still like beautiful and has very unique details to it. So I really like that one. Yeah. I've knit it for a few friends and like all of them are like, I still have that. You know, like the little hat.
That's so sweet. Yeah, I love it when I see grandbabies wearing hats.
Yes.
So there is a person out there who designs hats, and I tried to find her yesterday, the day before. I follow her on Instagram, and she hadn't posted anything recently. So the next time she does, I'll save it for next time.
Yeah.
But she does little hats out of Malabrigo Rios, and then she duplicate stitches onto that, and they're really cute. They're like Christmas little motifs. One had a reindeer on it, and Santa Claus, and gingerbread house.
That's
and
so cute.
there was other, maybe, I don't know, snowflake or something. They were darling.
That's awesome.
So, and that was easy.
Yes.
I mean, if you didn't do it like that, you'd have to do Intarsia.
Right. No, thank you. Yeah.
I
don't think I've ever duplicate stitched onto. So I should do that.
I have. It's much easier than trying to.
Well, that's how I weave in my ends, though. I do duplicate
too.
stitch on the back.
Right.
So,
Right.
Yeah.
Right. That's what you're doing.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I'll find that and share.
Yeah.
I'm sorry I don't have it today. I should have just went ahead and bought one so I'd have it to share.
I feel like in the summer I've been like knitting a lot of socks, like smaller projects of socks, and then like I think it was yesterday when I bought that pattern, I was like, oh, hats. I forgot about hats.
Yes.
So I might be shifting over to hats a little bit more.
Hats.
Yeah.
I mean, I feel like that little child sweater is like a palette cleanser.
Yes.
From all the big stuff.
Yes.
Because when you knit one of those, you can finish it in,
So like I finished the body of that one in no time.
Yeah. Like in one sitting, probably. One,
almost.
Yeah. 2 movies at the most.
Exactly.
One commenter, one friend asked if we had ever seen anybody out in the wild knitting. Have you?
No.
Really?
I don't think I have, no.
I've seen probably, I don't know, 2 or 3, I feel like. And I always comment. I always say something to them. And if I see somebody wearing a sweater, I always say something to them. It's
That's good, yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know if I'm just, I know I would notice someone knitting, and I haven't noticed anyone knitting, but somebody wearing something, I don't know if at this point I would notice someone
really
wearing something. Yeah.
Oh, I do. When I first started knitting, I did not wear my knits a lot. Did you?
No.
Yeah. I don't know why. I don't know if I felt like they were too special to wear.
Yes. Right.
Or if, people wouldn't get it, or, I wasn't confident in my craft.
Like, you're not embarrassed by it at all, but you're still like, if somebody says anything, you're like, I made it.
Yeah.
Or like, I don't know, like,
yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah. Or are they going to be like, oh.
Yeah.
But now it's like, if I can wear it, if it's not 250 degrees out and I can wear it, I'm like, yes, let's wear one.
That's like, I feel like I'm just now kind of getting into like, okay, I feel confident and like, I don't know if it's who I am or who my sweaters are.
I know. Both.
Yeah, but just
but then when somebody asks you, or if they say, oh, that's a really cute sweater, then what do you say?
It depends, because usually if somebody comments on clothes and I remember where it's from, I'll tell them, just because like,
I got it at
Amazon.
Yeah.
Or like, oh, Target.
Yeah.
That way if they want to look. So I don't know though. I don't know.
I have recently, probably in the last year, if somebody comments on a sweater I made, I'll say, thank you so much, I made that. Once I was in J. Crew checking out their sale stuff, and this lady, I had on my Luxembourg. Is that how you say that?
I'm sure it is. I can't remember that.
Lindenberg or something like that. I don't remember who made it. I'll have to show you all that. But it's really a cute sweater. And she said, did you get that here? Yeah, the colors. And that's probably the first color work. I thought it was Andrea Mowry's, but I knit that before I knit Andrea's.
Okay.
And I knit that when Jane had the shop.
Okay.
And she helped me pick out the colors. Yeah, so and I don't remember. I'll find it and show it to you. But she said, did you get that here? And I said, no, I didn't. I made that. And she's like, she's like, oh, I said, I could teach you how or something. She's like, oh, no. I'm like, okay.
Fine.
No, I'm not going to knit it for you either. But, so, I did. I'm just like, I did. I made it. Thank you so much.
I did wear a sweater I made one time when I was with a friend. And I forget if she said, oh, I like your sweater or something. And I was like, thanks, I made it. And she's like, what? So definitely if it's like someone I know. But, okay.
I do think it encourages people to maybe think about it, or plants a seed of, you can make that.
Yeah, and like, if you can do it,
I can do it.
And I can
for
do
sure. Well, I mean, when you get down to it, I mean, it's the knowledge of the fiber, the knowledge of the needles.
Yes.
2 stitches.
Yeah. Yeah. Exactly. I feel like the knowledge of the fiber is one of the hardest things for me to like remember.
Yes.
Not with like superwash versus non-superwash, but like, I don't know.
Yeah,
just
how
like,
it's made, how it's going to dry.
Linen and silk.
Yeah.
And,
what it's going to look like. Can I swap that for?
Right.
There is that book out. I think it's called Fleece, maybe, that kind of tells you how, what a fiber is composed of, and then what sheep it's from, or what the sheep's fiber does, or something. I don't know, but that would be an interesting book. I think I may have it somewhere.
Oh, that's cool. Yeah.
Yeah. I just don't want to. I just want to knit.
Yeah, exactly.
I don't want to take the time to read about it. I want to knit.
Yeah, I want to finish my sweater.
I want to just knit. Yeah, I want to be on a knit. No, I don't. I do I love knitting.
Yeah, it is fun.
It is.
Yeah.
So, thank you all for joining us. Do you have anything else to add to this?
I don't.
Lovely.
I'm hoping I'll have some more finished objects next time.
Yes. Well, and even if you don't.
Yeah,
it's
I'll
okay.
just chat some more.
Yes.
I'll make coffee next time.
Yeah, she may do coffee next time. Thank you all so much for joining us, for encouraging us with your comments. They are so kind and sweet, and just really sweet.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Absolutely.
Yeah. We read every one.
Yes.
And thank you for being part of our community. We appreciate you.
Yeah.
Thank you for joining us. Yeah. Thank you for joining us on the premieres. I love it. I love it.
It is fun.
It is fun. It is fun to get on there.
I
and
love
talk.
because sometimes it's like either one of us can do it or both of us.
Yes.
And so when we're both able to, or
Yeah.
whenever I'm able to, it's always like, okay.
Yes. And a lot of times it's the same friends on there, but that's okay. You can join us. Everyone is very kind. And sometimes I'll miss something if I'm on there by myself, and one of the other community members will answer a question, and it's very, it's very sweet.
Yeah.
So, if you want to, thank you for subscribing. Thank you for liking. Those all push, get the podcast to other viewers. So, that at least that's what YouTube says. Well, I don't know.
We don't know.
We don't know anything. But the funny thing is, my son, he's a senior in college. He said, "Hey, Mom, I've got Canva for 30 days. Do you want me to do some kind of something for your podcast?" I'm like, yeah. Well, I don't know. What do you do with I don't know what Canva is. Yeah. What do you want to do? So you may see something on there from him. So, So he was working on it last night.
Yeah.
So.
He sent me a rough draft.
Yeah.
It was like,
clip.
oh, that's so fun.
I mean, very, very validating to have your kids want to come alongside and say, hey, how can I help you?
To like volunteer it. Yeah. Here, let me take some time.
Yes.
And exactly. Yeah.
So
hopefully you'll see that.
Yes.
Soon. Maybe
we'll
even
see.
right now.
Maybe. We'll see. If you saw something that we hadn't done before at the beginning, that was it. That was my son, Tyler.
Little intro.
Yeah.
All right. Thanks for joining us, and happy knitting.
Happy knitting.